And once again, we welcome you back to Collinsville High School here on the campus of, well, the Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of Collinsville High School. See, even guys like me that have been doing this for years, we mess up all the time. We welcome you back in, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman, along with you as we get you set for the final game of the night between Greenville and Desoto. The Desoto Dragons come in with an overall record of 9-6. They will take on a Greenville team that won their first game here last night and are now 20-1 on the season. We are going to let Mr. Zach Roseman have a game here to do his play-by-play. First time he's ever done that, and we're going to let him have the reins tonight. Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Yeah?
We'll see how this goes.
Well, you know, it's one of those things where you just have to get used to the flow of the game. You have to get used to the names and the numbers on the fronts and the backs of the girls' jerseys. Once you get that, then you should be okay because you're a smart kid. You like the game of basketball. You understand the game of basketball. So I think everything else will fall into place once you get past that initial nervousness.
All right. Well, we don't have a ton of time, so I guess I will go ahead and do the starting lineups now. For the home team on scoreboard, the DeSoto Dragons, they will start a 5'4" junior. Number 2, Kaylee Hartman. Number 10, Kristen Keith. She is a 5'5" junior. Caitlin McGinnity, number 15, a 5'8" senior. Rose Thomas, number 23, a 6'3" junior. And number 43, Kendall Boyer, who is listed on our program as 5'12". We have heard that is kind of an inside joke among the DeSoto girls basketball community, and she is a senior. They are coached by Sam Rawls. For the Greenville Comets, they are coached by Colin Dothiger and will start. Number 12, Allie Cantrell. I do not have grades for any of these people. She is 5'8", a 5'11" forward. Number 20, Nancy Fritchie. Number 22, Riley Pickett, a 5'7" guard. Number 32, Madison Gerdes, a 5'7" guard. And number 52, Megan Holloman, a 6'4" center. As Mr. Duke said before, the Greenville Comets are 20-1, and as of a couple weeks ago, I believe we're the number 7 team in Class 2A in the Associated Press poll. Okay. The PA announcer is now reading out the starting lineups for both teams. The uniforms, Greenville are dressed in black, trimmed in kind of a medium blue color. Numbers are in white with the word Greenville written across the front of their jerseys. Okay, with the lettering trimmed in a little bit of blue. For the DeSoto Dragons, their uniforms, they will be dressed in white, trimmed in green. Numbers are in green with the word DeSoto across the front of their jerseys. Shout out to my cameraman. I don't know her name, though. I apologize for that. So now we don't have too much more time left. And they're just going to finish the starting lineups, and then we will be ready for some girls basketball action. The Dragons will, I believe, be shooting to the basket away from our broadcast location, whereas the Comets will be going towards us.
Megan Halloman is the one watching this game. Of course, we got to see her a little bit last night, that 6'4" center for Greenville. She can play some ball.
I believe is the leading scorer in the tournament, and the Comets win the tip, brought up by number 12 and number 22. That is Riley Pickett with 2 quick points for the Comets. Greenville are going to come out in a 2-1-2 zone press. Out to number 2 for DeSoto. That is Kaylee Hartman. Up to Kristen Keith. She will dribble the ball, pass out over to the far wing, back across the court to number 15. That is Caitlin McGinnity. She will pass out, almost stolen. Shot is up and way off. Rebounded by Madison Gerdes. Ball brought up by Allie Cantrill. Pass over into the corner. Back out to Cantrill. Cross court over to Pickett. Pickett for a 3. Good. And a very quick timeout by Coach Rawls and the DeSoto Dragons.
You are not kidding, a very quick timeout. Let's thank some of our sponsors here. How about, well, the real estate market's hot right now. You can trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance to help you find the perfect home or help you get top dollar for your current home. You can give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online, www.blaylockteam.com. While you're there, ask about their HERO program. That gives discounts to law enforcement officers, teachers, firefighters, nurses, and EMTs.
McGinnity on the inbound. She will pass it into number 43, Kendall Boyer. Back out to McGinnity. She will bring the ball up the court. Nearly stolen. Pass back over McGinnity's head. And a 10-second call. Good defense by the Comets. Pressure applied predominantly by Allie Cantrill, and she will be the one to inbound the ball. Pass will be into Riley Pickett. Then back out to Cantrill. Cantrill will pass over to Pickett, out to Gerdes. Back to Pickett, back to Gerdes. Bust a 3. Dump it into Holloman. Turnaround jumper, good. And it is a 7-0 lead for the Comets, and we have a foul called on Madison Gerdes. Yes, all right. Inbound for DeSoto. McGinnity back to Boyer, and then back to McGinnity. Bring the ball up the court. They will get it across this time. Boyer will bring the ball up, and a foul on Megan Holloman. Or I believe on Megan Holloman. And yes, so Boyer will be at the line. She is their leading scorer and is about a 70% free-throw shooter. That will increase as she makes her first one. Boyer will look to cut the lead to 5 for the Comets. Second one is also good. 7-2. There is Cantrill. Over to number 20. Almost threw it out of bounds. Back to Cantrill. Out to number 20. That is Fritchie, I believe. And then dump it in. No, that was Fritchie. I'm not sure who the other one was. And that was 9-2. Stolen. Combination of Gerdes and Pickett. Dumping it into Fritchie. Shot no good. Rebounded. And will stay down here. Well, I will definitely say that the Comets are passing the eye test. Pass out to number 22, back to Cantrill, 3 short. Rebounded by Fritchie, blocked, kind of, I don't know. Brought up by number 10, that is Kristen Keith. 2, dump it into Kendall Boyer, good. Rebound will come back out to Gerdes, and then Pickett for 3, way long. Rebounded by McGinnity. Up to Keith. And the lead is now 11-2 in favor of the Comets. Here come, Caitlin McGinnity nearly walked up to Kaylee Hartman. She'll dribble it back out to the top of the key and go up against this 2-3 zone for the Comets. Back to Keith. No, Hartman, excuse me. Now Keith has the ball. Back to McGinnity into Boyer. Shot up and good. She has all 4 points for the Dragons so far. So we are a little under halfway through the first quarter. Here is Pickett traveled. Caitlin McGinnity will be inbounding the ball right underneath of our broadcast location. Yeah. pass into Keith. Keith will bring the ball up the court, being guarded closely. Trap. Steal by Gerties. Pass to, Alejandro missed an easy one. There's a foul on the play. Somebody went up for 3.
That was Fritchie, man. I'll tell you what, you talk a little bit about the 6'4" Megan Halliman, but Nancy Fritchie, she can play some ball too. She played a good game yesterday.
Yeah, Halliman had, 21 points. Free throw is good. First free throw is good for Fritchie. The foul is on Kendall Boyer for DeSoto. Makes the first 2 nice and quickly, but as that was a 3-pointer, she has 1 more. And
smooth.
Yes. Caitlin McGinnity will inbound the ball up to Kristen Keith. Back to McGinnity, and McGinnity will begin to dribble her way up the court over to Hartman. Hartman will dribble back out to the top of the key. Madison Young into the
threw that one away.
Yeah. Madison Young into the game for the Dragons. And Caitlin Gerties will be looking to inbound the ball.
Trying to find Kendall Boyer down there at that baseline, and they threw that ball so high, I think 2 Kendall Boyers stacked on top of one another couldn't have got that one.
Probably right. Gerties has the ball on from my perspective, the right wing. Holloman over to Cantrell. Cantrell out to Pickett in the corner. No shot there. Back out to Gerties. Oh, near a steal by Caitlin McGinnity, but that leaves Alec Cantrell wide open and drains it.
Cantrell will hit a 3 from anywhere if you leave her that much room.
And now Kendall Boyer will bring the ball up across half court. Comets choosing to trap, and she does manage to get it out of there to Caitlin McGinnity, but stolen by Alec Cantrell. Pass up to Riley Pickett, and fouled. Didn't see a whole lot of contact there, but okay. And the lead is all of a sudden 15 points for the Comets. Wow. Foul.
Yeah, they had running clock yesterday in their game as well in the 4th quarter. Timeout called on the floor.
By, I would assume, DeSoto. Yes.
That's they've already used 2, haven't they?
I believe so. They're on like right away.
All right, time to thank some more of our sponsors. How about we thank the City of Collinsville? You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on events coming up in the City of Collinsville. And as always, the City of Collinsville, proud supporters of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck this sports season. What do you think they're talking about?
I don't know. These headphones kind of muffle the sound, but
they do, but if you just look at body language and stuff, you could tell that their head coach is not very happy with the way that their team is playing. I was running around trying to get some other stuff done and haven't watched the whole game, but from what I've seen thus far, DeSoto a little sloppy to start off with, turning the ball over in Greenville. Man, they will capitalize on every turnover you give them.
And I feel that Greenville are kind of forcing it. Like, these are two, well, you have a very good team in Greenville and a decent team in DeSoto, but Greenville look really good so far.
DeSoto had a little magic in the beginning or the middle of their season when they rattled off 5 straight wins, but since then they've lost 3 out of their last 4.
Yeah, that 3 throw was missed, brought up by Kaylee Hartman up to Kendall Boyer. She will dump it inside to Madison Young. Shot up and good. 3 minutes to go, and the lead is 13 points for the Comets. Alec Cantrell will bring the ball up over to Fritchie, over to Pickett. She'll skip past. It's stolen by Caitlin McGinnity. She will go up.
Nope, travels.
Travel.
Yep, got caught in that no man's land down there. Lost the ball, went down to pick it up, but kept on moving her feet. As that pass was initially headed for Cantrell for Greenville, and DeSoto just flew through the air and picked that one off.
Cantrell will bring the ball up. 34, that is Natalie Iberg into the game for the first time. She will pass it to Pickett. Back to number 30, that is Katie Hutchinson. And to Cantrell, back to Pickett. Back out to Iberg. Iberg over to Cantrell, 3. Ooh, almost. Out to Iberg.
You couldn't ask for a more perfect rebound, right to her.
Yes. Hartman back to McGinnity. There is Kristen Keith. Kristen Keith will bring tipped out of bounds by Natalie Iberg. And we have a substitution. That is number 23. That is Rose Thomas, the tallest player on DeSoto's roster at 6'3". Here is Kaylee Hartman with the ball. She will pass over to Caitlin McGinnity, guarded closely by Riley Pickett. Dump it inside to Kendall Boyer. Shot up, hit the bottom of the backboard, no good. Here comes Allie Cantrell. Comets with a 15-point lead. Over to Iberg, back to Cantrell. Cantrell with a skip pass to Pickett over in the wing. Dribble back out more towards the top of the key. Pass out to Iberg in the corner. Into Hutchinson, I believe. Rebound by Fritchie. A lot of contact. No foul called anywhere.
Letting them play.
Not a bad thing, in my opinion. No. But Greenville will retain possession. Allie Cantrell with another three.
Man.
That one is good. She has... Oh, I thought she had more than that. She only has 6 points.
Both of them three-pointers.
Yeah. There is Kaylee Hartman, nearly double dribbled.
Oh, well, knocked out of bounds.
Natalie Iberg playing some very active defense.
Yeah, she came in off the bench last night and was one of the leading scorers at the end of the first half after she came in late. Only 1:04 left here in this first quarter.
Pass out to, number 4.
Sarah Bone just missed an easy basket right there.
Yeah, you can't miss that. Nearly came back and got a steal. Hutchinson, I think. Yes, okay. Iberg in the corner, back out to Cantrell. Cantrell with a skip pass to Pickett. Back to Hutchinson, back out to Cantrell.
That's way off the mark. Saw that one when it left her hands. That was not even going to be close.
Yeah, may have gone off a Riley Pickett, but either way, it is DeSoto ball. And now they'll have some substitutions. Number 34. Oh, wait, no, that's Iberg. She's been in the game. Number 4, Hannah Simpson, and
Gertis is back in there as well.
Okay. And now Hartman over to, I believe, McGinnity. McGinnity to Sarah Bone.
That was a smart move.
Throw it off of the leg of Madison Gerdes.
Yeah, trapped there in the corner. Just get out of it by throwing it off a leg.
Yeah.
28 seconds left.
Yeah.
DeSoto throws the ball away. How about that?
Yeah. Brought up by number 14, steal by Caitlin McGinnity. She will dribble it out onto the wing. That is a quick touch foul on Hannah Simpson. That will be the 3rd foul on the Comets. And number 42, Gwyneth Mitchell, will come in for the Comets. And there was also a sub, Emily Smith coming in for DeSoto. That's McGinnity. 3, good. And we'll see if the Comets will come down. Here comes Natalie Iberg with the ball, closely guarded by Caitlin McGinnity. 5 seconds left. Here's number 32, Madison Gerdes, out to number 14. Foul. Oh!
Man, oh man, it come with 0.6 seconds left. I'm like waiting to hear that buzzer as soon as she shot that ball, and man.
Very, very nice play by Hannah Simpson.
You aren't kidding.
That is the 2nd foul on Kaylee Hartman, 3rd for DeSoto.
Yeah, Madison Gerdes was dribbling around with the ball a little bit too much. Her teammates wanted her to shoot. Instead, she passed it off and almost got away with it.
And they'll just dribble it out. Wow. 27-9 after 1 quarter of play. We will go ahead and take a short break.
We will. We're going to do that, and then we're back with the 2nd quarter here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Hi, I'm Colton Pareko. I want to thank the team at RE/MAX Alliance for helping me find my first home. It couldn't have been any easier. If you're in the game for a new home, contact my friends at RE/MAX Alliance.
Well, a quick layup by Natalie Iberg, and another timeout by Coach Sam Rawls, and the lead for the Comets is 20.
Yeah, you think we may have some running clock in this one a little bit later? It's looking like it right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're up 20 points at this point. But stranger things have happened, so I'm not going to say anything now. But kind of beating a dead horse, but this is a very good Greenville Comets team.
They are ranked number 2 in the small school category by the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
And I think as of a couple weeks ago, don't remember if they were number 4 or number 7, but they were in the top 10 in the state of Illinois, the 2A Associated Press poll. And I believe that is very deserved. This is one of the better girls basketball teams I've seen. Here is number 14, Hannah Simpson with the ball, out to number 32, into Fritchie, down to Hallman. There's another layup, and the lead is 31-9. Here comes Kristen Keith with the ball for the Dragons. Kristen Keith over to Caitlin McGinnity. Come out, pass into Keith, who quickly dumped it off to, not sure who that is, but we have a steal by Madison Gerties, and that will be a layup for her. She has, at least I think that's Madison Gerties. I don't know. Okay. And a steal, Megan Hallman with the ball. Now pass it up to Natalie Iberg. She'll bring the ball up the court, pass it off to Simpson. Simpson over to Natalie Iberg. She has 7 points now. And no, timeout Greenville. Okay.
Greenville calls a timeout, which means we have a timeout. Let's thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether you're building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction, they are a building and remodeling contractor that you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and they are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466 or online at pacedesignconstruct.com. 36-9. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
I was trying to find my rankings here, but I can't seem to get on a proper website here to try and do that because I'm being blocked out by the school's website or the school's Wi-Fi.
I will attempt to find it very quickly. Well, early on in the year, they were number 3. Earlier this year, they were number 3. Here is Caitlin McGinnity, stolen by Nancy Fritchie. She will dribble the ball down the court, go straight up, and ooh, we have I believe an over-the-back call on Fritchie. And yes, inbound by Caitlin McGinnity to Kristen Keith. Kristen Keith over to, back out to McGinnity. McGinnity will dribble the ball, kick it back out. Shot is up and, oh, almost. Ball brought up by Natalie Iberg. And we'll go straight up and roll out, and Kendall Boyer had it, but when she caught it, she had a foot on the baseline, so we'll stay with the Comets. Hannah Simpson will inbound the ball out to Natalie Iberg. She will take a jumper from the elbow and make it. She has, I believe, 9 points. I believe she is actually the leading scorer for the Comets at this point. Here comes Kristen Keith over to Caitlin McGinnity. Out on the wing, will attempt to dribble between 2 defenders and is fouled.
I got it. I got the AP top 10 in all classes in Class 2A. Greenville is number 3. This is as of December the 5th. They got 1 first-place vote, and Tutopoulos is on that list as well. Tutopoulos is 5th.
There's number 10 out
off the top of the backboard.
I believe Tutopoulos, I believe, played Oakville, who Collinsville played back at the beginning of the year. Simpson with the pass out to Holloman, and that shot is good. And the lead is now 31 points for the Greenville Comets. Civic
Memorial is ranked 5th in Class 3A, and Edwardsville is ranked 5th in Class 4A.
Well, I don't know. And Desoto looking to make some platoon subs. Very nearly a 5-10 closely guarded.
Oop.
Ball tipped by Fritchie.
Yeah, I think so. Fritchie knocked it out from behind.
And both teams are going to make 5 for 5.
Yeah, it's like wholesale line changes in hockey going on here.
Yes.
Except for you can't do it on the fly. That'd be fun if you could, huh? As you're running up the court, you can go onto the bench and somebody else comes on. Nah, probably not.
It'd be interesting.
Sure. Let's do that one of these days. We'll get a hybrid hockey/basketball game going on.
There's number 4. That is Sarah Bone. She gets her first points. Go with her 2 fouls. Over to Pickett, out to, number 12, Cantrill. Back out to, over to Pickett, back to Iberg. Back to Cantrill, back to Pickett. Into Mitchell.
Loose ball that no one wants.
There's Cantrill. She'll dribble it back out to Hutchinson. Hutchinson to Pickett to Iberg. Looks like Greenville are going to run some Mike Waldo-esque offense.
Little Waldo ball.
Yes. And a steal by Kaylee Hartman. She will bring the ball up for the Dragons and very nearly poked. That could have been backcourt.
Yeah, it was poked into the backcourt, though, by Cantrell, so she got lucky there.
I was thinking that maybe Hartman had it, like recovered it, like tipped it, but I don't know. The rules on that are a bit vague. Ball almost went out of bounds, but Greenville gained possession.
No one seems to want to hold on to the ball here.
Yeah, there's Pickett over to Iberg, back out to Hutchinson. There's Hutchinson, back to Pickett, pick to Iberg, cross-court pass to Cantrill, back to Hutchinson. Yeah, looks like Greenville are just going to hold the ball. They'll jump. There's Cantrill with the drive, back out to Mitchell. Mitchell will hold it. Ooh.
Yeah, see, that's what Desoto gives you, though.
And
Desoto gives you that much and forced the Greenville Comets to stay outside, and Comets were just intent on passing the ball around as much as they could, but eventually you got to give it back. And
there is a bucket for Madison Young. She now has 4 points. Alec Cantrill will bring the ball up. Pass over to Hutchinson, to Iberg, and we'll see if we'll get some more of what Greenville have been doing.
I think they passed it around the outside for so long that Greenville, or DeSoto, kind of gets tired of it and goes out and threatens, and then that's when they make their move.
Hutchinson will get a bucket there. She has actually her first, I believe. Sarah Bone nearly lost it out of bounds. They'll pass it into Madison Young. Back out to 42. That is
Kendall Boyer, 43.
Okay. And there's a steal for Allie Cantrill. That's an easy layup for her. And she now has 8 points, and the lead is back out to 31 for the Comets. Here comes Kaylee Hartman. She will bring the ball up for the DeSoto Dragons. Greenville have continued to stay in their 2-3 zone. Here's Kendall Boyer out on the left wing. Pass over to, I'm not sure, it's kind of a bounce pass.
Yeah, it looked like it was heading into the paint and then skipped right through.
And there's Sarah Bone. Kendall Boyer now has the ball out in the corner, being closely guarded by Hutchinson. Foul.
Oh, I thought she stepped out of bounds for a moment.
I think she did, but they are going to call the foul on the 6th for the Comets on Gwyneth Mitchell. So the Dragons will inbound. There's not Madison Young, that is Sarah Bone, and ball out of bounds will stay with Desoto. Now Sarah Bone, jumper from the elbow, rims out, rebounded by Abby Pope. Shot no good. 34. There is Riley Pickett back out to Gwyneth Mitchell. She'll take a jumper from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Kendall Boyer, pass out to Kaylee Hartman. Here's number 20, and we have a foul, I would assume, on Allie Cantrill. Let's see if the referees agree with me. Yes, they do. Caitlin McGinnity, I believe, will come back in for the Dragons, and Abby Pope, she is a 5'8" senior, will be at the line. She's not made any of them, but rather
0 for 2.
Yeah. But rather small sample size.
Yes.
Appears that she missed them both. Here is Allie Cantrill back to 34. Screen set, kind of a bump. Rebounded by Cantrill, I believe.
Yep, Cantrill put that one back up and in. She's off and running.
She now has 10 points. Here comes Caitlin McGinnity for the DeSoto Dragons. She will pass it over to Pope. Pope, cross-court pass to Boyer. Boyer will... I thought she just lost it, but...
Yeah, so did I. Apparently it was poked out, though.
By Natalie Iberg. They'll dump it back into Boyer. Good pump fake. Ooh, that could have been a carry. And rebound by Gwyneth Mitchell. 23 seconds to go. In this first half, the Comets' lead is 31 at 46-13, and it looks like they're going to hold for the last shot, and DeSoto appeared content to let them have it. Pass out to Iberg, back to Pickett, back to Iberg, back to Cantrill. And there's Iberg.
Oh, that's going to fall way short. Wow.
May have been some contact, and that will be the end of the first half.
46-13 after one half of play, man. That's a tough pill to swallow there for the DeSoto Dragons. They'll have to find a way to kind of come back in here and rebound and give themselves a little bit better of a chance. That brings us to our halftime show, which is brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape has awesome nachos and burgers and loads of sides to choose from, all homemade and all available for delivery as well as catering. Give my friends at Cafe Agape a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Halftime show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app.
Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape halftime show here at Collinsville High School. 46-13, Greenville over Desoto right now here in game number 4 of this Kiwanis Girls Basketball Classic. And time to look at our scoreboard up in Jerseyville. The boys are in action. They are playing the host Jerseyville Panthers, and that game is heading into the fourth quarter, and it's all Collinsville right now. They will have a running clock in the fourth quarter as the Kahoks are up 60-29. Other games to tell you about around the area. Of course, this one was preceded by the Collinsville-Hazelwood West game, and your Lady Kahoks won that one 63-35. In boys basketball action, East St. Louis over Triad in a final score of 76-43. It says today, but I think that might have been some other point. I don't know. Lady basketball. Guess what, folks? Edwardsville Tigers lost again. That's their third loss this year. Highland beat them. This is the second time that Highlands beat them. This time, 45-43. Excuse me, that is boys basketball. My bad. Another boys basketball score. Kirkwood over O'Fallon by a final score of 58-40. Elsewhere, in boys basketball, Mater Dei down Granite City. The Knights win 52-45 over the Warriors. And that appears to be everything that I have for you as far as today. Nope, another one, girls basketball. Althoff over Salem 53-45. And that appears to be all I have for you as far as today's scores are concerned. This score streams thing, I don't really care for too much, by the way, I got to tell you. They got yesterday's games mixed in with today's games, and I don't know. At any rate, Kahoks are having a good day. They won the girls' game here. The boys are in running clock against Jerseyville, and here we may have running clock a little bit later because right now it is a 33-point lead by the Greenville Comets over the DeSoto Dragons, 46-13. Back with second half action in just a little bit here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And we welcome you. Okay, I am on. And we welcome you back. We are just about to get started in the second half of the fourth game of the Collinsville Kiwanis Classic. We're just waiting for Desoto to take the floor. It will be Greenville ball to start the second half. And it looks like Riley Pickett will receive the inbound. Not sure who that is actually performing the pass themselves. That is Madison Gerdes. Excuse me. Pass over to, I believe, Pickett. 3 bounces and is good. Riley Pickett, and the lead is now 49-13. She has 7 points. Here comes Riley, not Riley Keith, Kristen Keith. Yes. Tipped out of bounds by Gerdes, and it will stay with the Dragons. Inbound into Boyer, then passes back out to Caitlin McGinnity. Caitlin McGinnity over to Kaylee Hartman. Kaylee Hartman both the pass a few times and then sail it out of reach of McGinnity. Turnover for DeSoto, and it will be Greenville ball. Pass into Allie Cantrell. She has 10 points. Cantrell pass it out to Gerdes. Back to Cantrell. Cantrell 3 off to the left. Rebounded by Kaylee Hartman. She will bring the ball up the court. Pass it over to Keith. Keith will step into a 3. Well short. Just grazed the rim. Here comes Allie Cantrell with the ball. Pass over to number 20. That is Nancy Fritchie. Fritchie over to Pickett. Back to Gerdes. Back to Fritchie. 3 just rolls out. Rebounded by Kendall Boyer. Yes. Here come, no, that is not Kendall Boyer. That is Rose Thomas. 3 by Kendall Boyer is no good. Here comes number 32. Wait, not number 32. That was Pickett passing out to Gerdes. Now Allie Cantrell has the ball. Over to Nancy Fritchie. Fritchie will drive baseline, pass it out just off of the hands of Holloman, and will go out of bounds. Here comes Kristen Keith with the ball. She'll pass it out to Kaylee Hartman, guarded by Nancy Fritchie. Baseball pass over to McGinnity, pass into Boyer, and the layup is good. Boyer now has 4 points. Greenville will bring the ball up, out to Holloman, quickly back out to number 22. Ooh, air ball by Madison Gerdes off the bottom of the backboard. And now the ball will be controlled by Caitlin McGinnity. 49-15 in favor of the Greenville Comets. Continuing to stay in that 2-3 zone. Tried to force the pass into Thomas. Kind of bounced off her hands and went off the backboard. Now Allie Cantrell has the ball for the Comets. That will go over the reach of Madison Gerdes. And it will go back to DeSoto. Riley Pickett will go get the ball. Hand it to Caitlin McGinnity, and then she will pass it in to Kristen Keith. Kristen Keith will dribble the ball up the court. Pass over to Kaylee Hartman. Kaylee Hartman for 3. Bounces off the rim. No good. Guarded temporarily, and then Allie Cantrell has the ball and will bring the ball up. Guarded by McGinnity over to Fritchie in the corner. She will dump it in, and it was stolen by Kendall Boyer. Kendall Boyer will pass it off to McGinnity, and she will bring the ball up the court. Pass out over to Boyer. She will stop and take a 3 and make it. 49-18. Oh no, Kendall Boyer now has 9 points. Actually half of DeSoto's points. She is their leading scorer, so with the score as low as they do have, that makes sense. Here comes Caitlin McGinnity. She will pass it up to Kaylee Hartman. Actually, no, that was Keith. Then to Hartman. Hartman and Fritchie will get tangled up, and a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Dragons. Kaylee Hartman will now inbound the ball. Most likely to Kristen Keith. No. attempted to pass it to McGinnity, and she will foul Megan Holloman, who had gotten possession of the ball. First foul of the second half. Gerties will pass it into Allie Cantrell. Allie Cantrell has, not sure. For some reason, she isn't on that nice board that we have here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Although that was almost 3 more.
It doesn't help that it's behind us.
Yeah, it doesn't, but not really a better place to put it. Here comes Kristen Keith. She will attempt to pass it in. Stolen, tipped by Gerties, recovered by Holloman. Pass out to Allie Cantrell. She'll bring the ball up. Quick tap pass back to her. Gerties passed out of a 3, but into Fritchie. That could have been a foul, honestly, on Boyer, but it's not.
Yeah, bumped right into the back of the Lady Comet girl, but the ball went out of bounds. So take your pick. It's either going to be out of bounds and still the Comet's ball, or a foul in the Comet's ball.
Wow. All right, pass out to Riley Pickett for 3, long, and rebounded by Caitlin McGinnity. Caitlin McGinnity will bring the ball up. Looks to have gotten past Allie Cantrell. She will dribble into the middle of their defense and throw it over the head of Rose Thomas. Another turnover for the DeSoto Dragons.
Boys are now 17-3 on the year after a 70-32 win over Jerseyville. Rayshawn Taylor led the way in that game with 21 points for the Kahawks.
And it appears that they will most likely get Highland. Isn't that the assumption?
I would think so.
Assuming they beat Pittsfield, but with
Pittsfield had to forfeit.
Yeah, today because of the
they're still stuck at Snowland.
And now Nancy Fritchie will make a layup for the Comets. Back to our game, and the Comets will. She now has 9 points, and that will break 50 points for Greenville. McGinnity over to Boyer. Boyer will dribble into the paint. Short jumper, a little long. Rebounded by Riley Pickett. Riley Pickett will go up and is fouled on the floor. Both officials making the same call, and the foul, I believe, is on Kaylee Hartman. Number Madison Young back in for DeSoto, and Natalie Iberg back in for Greenville. Allie Cantrell will make the inbound pass all the way out to Riley Pickett at the top of the key. Pass over to Gerties. Dump it inside to Megan Holloman. And short shot is good. She now has 8 points. Keith over to Boyer. Knocked away by Cantrell. Picked up by Pickett. She'll pass it back to Cantrell. And Cantrell, will not make that short little layup. Sarah Bone with the ball. Kind of goes off of the face of Kristen Keith. And Allie Cantrell misses another layup. And then fouls Kristen Keith. Kind of a frustration foul, I would think. And now she will go out and be replaced by Katie Hutchinson. Inbound pass for DeSoto into Kristen Keith from Caitlin McGinnity. She will stop, step through, travels first. Madison Gerties will inbound the ball to Riley Pickett, and she will bring the ball up to the court with a, excuse me real quick while I do some math, that is 35-point lead for the Comets, which if that holds as is, we will have running clock for the fourth quarter. Pass into Katie Hutchinson, shot no good, rebounded by Madison Gerties, and she will make it, and they gave that to Megan Holloman. I guess that was Megan Holloman. My bad, she has 10 points now. Madison Gerties actually has 2. Here is Caitlin McGinnity over to Kristen Keith, back out to number 12. That is Emily Smith, and stolen by the Comets. Megan Holloman will pass it up to Riley Pickett. Riley Pickett will almost, kind of in a bad situation for 34. That is Iberg, and shot up no good, rebounded by Iberg. Iberg will kick it back out. They will give it to Pickett, back into Holloman, back out to Iberg. Iberg for 3, and the lead is now 40. And Natalie Iberg now has 12 points, which I believe makes her the leading scorer for this game. Here comes Kristen Keith for the DeSoto Dragons. Yeah. Travel there, and 3 players. Danielle Brand will come in. Hannah Simpson will come back in, and Abby Sussenbach into the game for the Comets. Here comes Natalie Iberg with the ball. She will pass it out to Simpson. Simpson over to Hutchinson. Back to, I believe, to Sussenbach. Sussenbach now with the ball. She will pass it back over to Iberg. Iberg kind of at the top of the key. Over to Simpson. Simpson will dribble it, pass it back out to Sussenbach into Brand. Yes, and Brand will have the layup.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left. The lead is 42. Here comes Kristen Keith with the ball for DeSoto. DeSoto over to McGinnity. McGinnity will be looking for a shot. Kind of throws it up off the backboard. No good. And with the lead being 42, we will have running clock for the fourth quarter.
Yes, we will, and we will tell you all about that fourth quarter here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville, online, weshipstlouis.com, or call 346-4884.
And we welcome you back to the start of the fourth quarter here between the DeSoto Dragons and the Greenville Comets. Here is Simpson over to Iberg over to Hutchinson, back out to Simpson, pass over to Iberg. Iberg will pass across over to Sussenbach. Sussenbach could have been fouled, back out to Iberg, back to Simpson. Simpson will drive into the lane and make a layup. Lead is now
a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Then is that 44 points? Foul on play. Just the 4th foul called in the second half. That will be on Danielle Brand for the Comets. And Abby Pope will be at the line for 2 free throws. This is the first one. Abby Pope's second one is bounce around for a while, but is good. Here comes Simpson. Simpson will pass it into Iberg. Iberg back out to Simpson. And she'll dribble out to the top of the key. Iberg for 3. Good. She now has 15 points. Kendall Boyer with the ball.
Greenville's already eclipsed their 56 points they had last night.
All right. McGinnity will dribble out, back out to Boyer. 3. Kind of off the bank. It was actually pretty close. Jump ball called almost immediately as Rose Thomas kind of just dove on top of the Greenville player. But it will remain DeSoto possession. Pass into, that went off. Yes, that went, correct call from my point of view. That went, looked to me like it went off the hand of Abby Pope. And the referee agrees with me. Gwyneth Mitchell in for the Comets. She will pass it into Simpson. Simpson will bring the ball up the court.
Most of the starters are out now for Greenville, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody. I don't think any of the starters are in.
No. Cantrell's not out there, and Fritchie's not out there, and you know that our 6'4" Wonder Girl is not out there either. Halliman.
Well, I'd say Iberg is probably about the level of some of Greenville starters.
Oh yeah, she came. Like I said, she came off the bench yesterday and had a good game.
Yeah. There's a bucket for McGinnity. She now has 5. Hannah Simpson will bring the ball up. The lead is back down to 44. Wow. I don't think it was quite that much. Steal by Abby Pope. Oh, short layup, no good.
Too hard off the glass.
Here comes Hannah Simpson. She'll bring the ball up the court and will attempt to do the same thing, but is fouled. Hit the floor kind of hard, but looks like she's okay. Foul will be called on Rose Thomas. Yes. And with the running clock, we now have a bit over 4 minutes left to go in this game. Greenville will have the ball, and it appears we'll be playing the host Kahoks at 7:30 on Friday night.
That's correct.
Okay.
We'll have the 3rd place game here, and then the championship game here. The 5th place game will take place in the auxiliary gym. By the way, we'll be in the auxiliary gym tomorrow. They have wrestling going on here on the main floor tomorrow night, so our 2 games that do not feature Collinsville will be tomorrow night from the auxiliary gym. I'm kind of looking forward to that because I've never done a game from there before. Is that kind of weird or what? I'm looking forward to doing a game from a gym that's in my own school? Just because I've never done one?
Well, I mean, first time for everything, you know. There was a foul called on Abby Pope, and now Abby Sussenbach will be looking to make a 3 throws. Madison Young and Sarah Bone coming back in for the Dragons to replace Thomas and McGinnity.
They never turn around to show you their number when you want them to.
Nope.
Chloe Macon is in the game now for Greenville as well.
And Sussenbach made that second 3 throw. Here comes Bone over to number 12. Number 12's jumper no good. Rebounded by Kendall Boyer. Kendall Boyer will bring it back out to the top of the key for Bone. Bone, pass across to Boyer. Boyer for 3. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Brand. And they will give it to Hannah Simpson, who has sort of functioned that function of running the offense since Alec Cantrell is out of the game. As you mentioned, Chloe Macon is in. Here comes Emily Smith, and she gets a layup. She has her first bucket of the game. Sarah Bone attempts to get it out to number 20. And there's a foul on Macon, I think. No, they're going to give it to Simpson. That is her third team foul, excuse me. Here's Boyer, dump it into Young. Young, almost made it. Rebounded by Mitchell. She will hand it off to Simpson. That's going to be kind of weird because you have two 42s named Mitchell in the game. All right, and there's jumper no good for Greenville. Kendall Boyer will bring the ball up the court. Hand it off to not Nancy Fritchie, that's the other team. And Madison Young that is Abby Pope, and Madison Young will draw a foul. That foul is on, I'm going to give that to Danielle Brand. It appears so. Young got the 3 throw line. First one, no good. Madison Young, 9 of 18, so right at 50% now with that miss. Second one is also no good.
And with that running clock, we're down to 45 seconds.
Yes, we are. Emily Simpson will bring the ball up the court. Pass it out to Macon. Macon will turn around. Jumper no good. Rebounded by Brand. Fought for. Rebounded by Boyer. Boyer will bring the ball up, and we'll see if Desoto will go for another bucket or not. Here comes number 12. That is
Smith.
Smith. Pass it out to Young. Shot no good. And it looks like the Comets are going to look. Simpson will bring the ball up across the timeline. And it looks like they are going to be pretty content.
No, let's go for another one.
That's another bucket for. That's another bucket for. That's actually the first bucket for Sussenbach, and that'll be the end of it. A 45-point victory for the Greenville Comets. And they will go through and bid everyone.
Good game, good game, good game, good game, good game, good game, good game.
Yes. And that'll be the end of our coverage today.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. We're going to get Coach Billy down here to talk to us just a little bit more during the post-game comments, but we're going to step aside for just a moment and let Coach Billy make her way up here. How about a big round of applause for Zach Roseman on the play-by-play, everybody? Woo! Nice job, buddy.
Thank you.
Nice job. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
And once again, we welcome you back into the broadcast location here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 68-23, the Greenville Comets win over the DeSoto Dragons. So that will set up a championship matchup between Collinsville and Greenville. Greenville now 21-1 on the year, while your Kahawks improved to 11-7 with their victory over Hazelwood West in the earlier game. Now both teams will have the day off tomorrow, as the other schools will play their second games tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have Riverview Gardens taking on Hazelwood West at 6 o'clock, and then Cahokia taking on DeSoto at 7:30, and both of those games will be coming to you from the auxiliary gymnasium, as the boys wrestling team will be taking on East St. Louis here on the main floor. That was a match that we were supposed to have for you here on the Kahok Sports Network, but once again the weather has decided to mess up everybody's schedule, so we are going to be in the auxiliary gym covering girls basketball in this Kiwanis tournament. And then that'll take us into Friday night, the third place game, or excuse me, the third place game, excuse me, I was right the first time, will be at 6 o'clock here on the main gym floor. And then the championship game will be at 7:30. They will have the fifth place game, but that'll take place in the auxiliary gym, as both the fifth place game and the third place game take place at 6 o'clock. Well, no Coach Billy, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll talk to her tomorrow. I'm sure she'll be here for the 2 games in the auxiliary gym, and definitely we will talk to her on Friday as we get you set up for that championship game. Kahawks win. Both the boys and the girls won, so things are moving in the right direction for your Kahawks. A big thank you to Lindsay Taylor for taking care of our camera duties during the second game. A big thank you to Zach Roseman, who took those responsibilities in the first game and then provided his very first ever play-by-play in this just completed game between Greenville and Desoto. So thanks to all involved. My name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow night, everyone, have a fantastic weekend.